Hi, this is Anthony Lighthall. Thank you for joining me today on this podcast entitled From Dreams to Actions, where we talk about business goals, supporting positive energy, and following your dreams. On today's episode, we are going to discuss including wellness in your vision. So I am all about the grind, the hustle, the focus when you are building something or trying to get to a certain status or a certain level. I'm all about that. And I know a lot of people have to go through that in the beginning. There's a lot of sacrificing, there's a lot that you have to give up, and a lot of things you have to do that you're doing now so that it can make it a little bit easier or kind of put things on autopilot later. But the biggest thing a lot of people I feel don't talk about when you hear about people's stories is the health component. There's a huge health component that I think it gets neglected when you are discussing how someone made it from 0 to 100 and what they had to do. And that's what I want to talk about today, because being burnt out and having burnout, it's real and it can really affect you mentally, physically. And what's the whole point of building an empire or having money or multiple streams of income if you have poor health? Your health is your wealth. So that's what I want to talk about today. Okay. Um, I'm going to give a couple of examples, a couple of things, tips that I think are very important. This isn't going to be too long of a episode, but I think it's going to be very impactful. So let's go ahead and get started, get into it. The first one I want to talk about is sleep. And I'm going to give an example of a cell phone. I'm going to compare people and cell phones. It's the same thing. So hear me out. Sleep is very important. I believe a lot of people don't have uh, a structured sleep pattern. I feel like when you're younger, because someone's telling you when to go to sleep, you got to go to school in the morning. You have this tomorrow. You have football practice. You have a track. Track practice in the morning. Um, you have a certain discipline with sleep. But as you get older and you're by yourself or you got your own place or you're an adult, no one can really tell you what to do or when to go to sleep. You just probably stay up until your eyes get heavy and you're tired, you're sleeping on a couch and the TV's watching you. And when you're focused on something, when you're building something, you really need to incorporate sleep because sleep it's repairing your body, your muscles, your brain. It's just really important. And the whole cell phone example goes where, you're on your phone, you're playing games, you're sending emails, you're texting people, you've been on the phone for 2 hours, you're calling people back. Um, your phone is doing a lot. It's getting stressed and it's getting stretched a lot. And so with a cell phone, your cell phone cannot operate 24 hours a day. It really can, especially if you're doing all of that. It needs to rest. It needs to be charged. And that's why we have chargers for our cell phones. And that's why you see people at the airports always charging their phones. And, oh, do you have an outlet? Do you have a charger? Because people are always on their phones exhausting it. It's the same thing with people. Think about yourself. Let's take a high schooler. They wake up 5 in the morning, they have practice or they're part of a club that meets in the morning at 6 a.m. They start school at 7. They're in school for 7.5 hours. Then after school, they have practice again, or maybe they have a game. And then maybe they want to hang out with their friends, or they got to do homework. They have to do this, or maybe they work. By the time they turn around, it's 11 o'clock and they got to turn around and wake up in 6 hours. Their body has to rest. Your body is on the go. It's the same thing as a cell phone. You can only go so long. And have you ever noticed on your cell phone when you're at 20%, 10%, 5%, your phone starts to slow down. You're not able to open your browser fast. You're not able to stream a video fast. You're not able to, things just kind of slow down. It doesn't operate as well. Why? Because it hasn't rested. It hasn't fully charged back to 100. And you have to do the same with yourself. Think of yourself as a cell phone. When you're exhausting it and it's always on the go and you're always using it, It's using that battery life, and it's the same thing. That battery life equals energy life for for a human. So really be conscious of that. Get yourself in a good sleep routine, regimen, and you're really gonna feel the difference. But definitely sleep is very important. So really be conscious of that. You can grind, you can hustle, you can be focused, but also make sure that you are grinding and incorporating some sleep in between all of that you're doing as well. Okay. Next one here is talking about setting boundaries. This is a good one too. When you are so focused on your business, you're so focused on moving up that corporate ladder or moving up the chain of command, you can get so into the weeds where you say yes to everything. You want to be that person, you want to be dependable, etc. You got to know how to set boundaries because setting boundaries is going to help you to relax, rest, not to be distracted because that's what a lot of people will do. If you're a yes person, they're going to utilize and take advantage of your time because you're not respecting it and someone else over here is disrespecting it. So make sure to set up boundaries for yourself. This is going to help you to reset, clear your mind, give yourself a good time to just kind of rest and relax. Setting boundaries gives you time to say, 20 minutes, I'm not going to have any meetings. Or for this 30 minutes, not even talking about lunch, this is my break. I'm going to relax. I'm going to read a book. Maybe I'll take a little cat nap. I'm going to walk outside because it's nice out. It's the type of temperature I like. Setting boundaries allows you to do that and allows you to reset and get and come back into the game with a clear mindset. Okay, so make sure to set boundaries. Don't say yes to everything that people want you to do. Be very conscious of that. Next one is nutrition. Nutrition is very important too. People that are always on the go, always busy. You got a busy life. You have kids, a spouse. You're doing this. You're at work. You're starting a side business. I only have enough time to pick this up. Oh, this fast food restaurant's open. Let me grab this to eat. That will affect your energy and your body and your movements and your thought process, everything. It's probably processed. It's not real. It's not good for you. It's not natural. So make sure you have a well-balanced diet. You don't have to be rigorous with it, but just make sure you incorporate some vegetation, some greens, some fruits, grains, different things of that nature. Drink plenty of water. You're going to see a huge difference when it comes to a poor nutrition and a poor diet versus a proper nutrition and a healthy diet. You're going to really notice the change in your attitude and also just in your energy overall, especially if you're a person that's always on the go. And an example I wanted to share with this one personally is I've I've been in situations where I'm just like always on the go. Let's say I'm at work and it's going to be a busy day. It's back to back meetings. I barely have time to eat lunch. I have so much going on because maybe I put all this on my plate and I overwhelm myself, or I didn't set boundaries and everyone saw all this free time on my calendar and they filled it up, whatever the case. But, maybe I just have enough time to eat 45 minutes. And then I go to the place that's the quickest. And let's say it's a burger, fries, it's good. It's something I'm treating myself. And then I want something sweet. Maybe I get, a really good donut, glazed donut, or eat ice cream in the middle of the day or something like that. By 3 o'clock, 3:30, I'm sluggish. My eyes are getting tired, heavy, probably hard to look at the screen. I want to just take a nap, but I'm in a meeting and I can tell my energy is different. And I would challenge you all to do the same. Do the same thing I did. Eat something that you want to treat yourself, something that's heavy, an Italian beef, a hot dog with French fries, or get barbecue in the middle of the day, something that's heavy, but it tastes good. And then also top it off with a treat, whatever you want to get. And notice how you're going to feel later that day. Versus you have the same day that's packed. And I challenge you to bring a salad or order a salad, bring fruits, so apples, oranges, bananas, berries, whatever, and drink plenty of water throughout the day. You always have time to drink water. So drink plenty of water throughout the day. Notice the energy difference. I would uh, I would say do both. Do the poor nutrition, treat yourself, sugar, salt, and then do the natural sugar and fruits and vegetation and things of that nature. Because you're going to notice that option B, the better nutrition, you're not going to be full, but you're going to be satisfied. Versus that hot dog, burger, french fries, you're going to be hungry, you're going to eat with your eyes, and you're going to be full. You're going to feel like you gained weight and you're going to be very sluggish. You're going to feel the difference. I challenge you to do that. And maybe I don't have to challenge you. Maybe you've done it before. Or maybe you used to be that person eating barbecue in the middle of the day, or hey, let's all go out to lunch and then we got a meeting at 2 o'clock. Maybe you're the person that kind of learned from this and now you do bring fruits and different things that are very healthy for you, healthier for you, and you are eating for energy. You're not eating because you're just hungry and uh, you're eating to just be full. There's a huge difference. So I would definitely say that if you haven't done that, I would challenge you to try it, and you're going to see a difference in your energy and in your focus, in your attitude as well with nutrition. So you all get the gist. But nutrition is very important. I think that's a top one, especially if you're just a busy person. There's some people that are just always busy, constantly busy. Me, schedules are just filled up. But if you can make sure you squeeze in some good nutrition here and there, you're going to have enough energy to sustain yourself throughout the day. Okay. So at the end of this, in conclusion, again, I'm all about the grind, the hustle, all of that. I'm part of that. I still do that. And if you're doing it, I applaud you. But I just wanted to share some of these, I'll call them tips or things to be aware of while you are in that hustle, while you're in that grind. You have to make sure you're taking care of yourself because no one else is. And you have to make sure that you are focusing on that. And I feel like people, successful people today, and there's plenty of names. There's a long laundry list of people that are successful where we have heard their story of sacrificing and certain things that they're doing. Or maybe there's people, successful people that are just like everywhere. Every time you turn on TV, they're there, or the radio, or you're driving down, you see a billboard. You're like, why? How does this person have time for this? But they've learned it. They've built a team probably around them. They know how to delegate their priorities. They know how to delegate their time. They set boundaries. They say yes to things that they can focus on and that they have time for. And that's something that you should be striving for, or hopefully you're there or getting there or planning to be there, where delegation can really be a huge asset for you to do even more and to go further. So that's everything I just wanted to, share with you all, just to remember, continue to focus on your goals, but more importantly, focus on your health. Like I said before, your health is your wealth, and you have to really take care of that. Respect your time. If you don't, someone else will disrespect yours. And, you just want to make sure you're in good health while you are continuing to build what you are building. So I really appreciate you all joining me today. Thank you for watching. And always remember to follow your dreams.